We saw this in Colombia recently. About a month ago, there was a bunch of protests in Colombia against the current president, and a lot of that was censored by Facebook. So it's really bad when you see how Facebook is being used to suppress things. Now, what's funny is Facebook actually gave an exception to allow the phrase "death to Khamenei" in Iran. So of course, so normally that phrase is not allowed, "death to any president." But for 3 months, Facebook said we're going to allow that phrase in Iran. So it's like they can just flip a switch and turn on political dissent, turn it off. And so that's I think insane. They have that much power. But I mean, it goes back to 2011, to the Arab Spring. I mean, that's what set off the whole Arab Spring, was this guy who was self-emulating and burning himself. He went viral. So I mean,
yeah,
the world has realized in the last 10 years how powerful social media can be for color revolutions. And so Facebook can just flip a switch. Yeah, we'll allow dissident. We'll allow that speech in Iran. We'll allow death to Khamenei, or we won't. Or we won't allow any protests in Cuba to get out. So, if there is some evil global scheme, well, they would sure like Facebook. Facebook would be the perfect partner to quash rebellions or revolutions.
Khamenei is the dictator, was he? Is he the
he's the Ayatollah, I think. Yeah.
Okay. But it's horrifying that for me, the problem is not even that there's something maybe that people say that you can't say, or you shouldn't be allowed to say, because there's probably some things that maybe you shouldn't be allowed to say online. Like if you're saying, oh, hey, I got this miracle cure for X, or here's these weight loss pills, and there's things like that. You should probably, if you're saying it and it's blatantly false and you're selling something to people, that you should probably be able to be sued or removed or something for those sorts of things. But when you're just expressing an opinion about something, whether that is if vaccine passports are tyranny or not, or whether you believe that I can't even think of great examples right now, but this shouldn't be a partisan issue. This for me, it's been horrifying over the last year. I'm pretty left wing on a lot of things, but it's been horrifying to watch, especially the left and the center as well, just sort of collapse on the freedom of speech. I've no idea what happened, because I don't know. I was under this weird world where we all kind of agreed that freedom of speech was really important.
Yeah.
The founding fathers, whether or not you agree that the American system is still great, those guys wrote a small document that managed to create a country that has become the richest, most prosperous in the history of the world, and the basically is governed in broadly the same way under the same system as was created 250 years ago.
Yeah.
These guys were clearly smart people, and they put not down at the bottom, not 15, not number 6, number 1, freedom of speech. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the podcast. Don't forget our sponsor, ExpressVPN, and my book, Brexit, The Establishment Civil War, can both be found in the links in the description below. And also, please share, and subscribe to this podcast. It's the best way to help us grow. Until next time, thanks for listening. Screw the hedge funds.
You can make as many rules as you want, but if there's no teeth behind them, what's the point?
Well, Citadel is potentially just gone in a few months. It feels like financial institutions, that they are all laughing at us by buying GME. Screw the hedge funds. I will lose my entire investment if it brings them down.
Why on earth, last May, could you buy the entire company for $200 million?
What's been happening on Reddit and in social media and in the marketplace has never been seen before.
I argue that nothing is off the table. There is nothing off the table when dealing with the volumes of money in something as big as the United States stock market.
The hedge funds have clearly underestimated a group of people raised on Friday night World of Warcraft raids.
Dark pools, they're another mechanism to manipulate and cheat. Mainstream journalists don't say these things for a number of reasons. One is their sources are the people that I'm talking about, and so they can't call somebody a crook.
Superstonk and the other communities that have emerged are a hive mind, the likes of which we have never seen before. It's madness and brilliance, insanity and genius all rolled into one. It's very possible that Citadel will be gone in a few months. And not just Citadel, but the entire financial system has the potential to come crashing down. These crooks continue to gamble recklessly with the world economy, and this could be the moment that they finally get their justice.